Hi, everyone. Today, we will learn English through the inspiring story of Bill Gates. In this lesson, you will improve your English listening, learn new vocabulary, understand simple sentences, and build confidence in English step by step. The story is easy and clear, so beginners can follow along. Please watch till the end, like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel for more English learning through stories. Who is Bill Gates? William Henry Gates III, born on October 28, 1955, is an American businessman and philanthropist. He helped start the personal computer revolution in the 1970s and 1980s. In 1975, he co-founded Microsoft with his childhood friend Paul Allen. After Microsoft went public in 1986, Gates became the youngest billionaire in the world at age 31. He was ranked the richest person by Forbes many times and became the first to reach over $100 billion in 1999. As of May 2025, his net worth is $115.1 billion, making him the 13th richest person in the world. Education and early career. Gates grew up in Seattle and went to Lakeside School, where he met Paul Allen and discovered his passion for computers. He joined Harvard University in 1973, taking advanced math and computer science courses, but left in 1975 to focus on Microsoft. He led the company as CEO for 25 years, then became chief software architect, and later advised Microsoft leaders until leaving the board in 2020. Philanthropy. Over time, Gates focused more on charity. He co-led the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation from 2000 to 2024, supporting health, education, and poverty relief. He became well known for fighting diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, and polio. After his divorce, he became the sole chair of the foundation, now called the Gates Foundation. Other ventures and honors. Gates also started companies like TerraPower, Gates Ventures, and Breakthrough Energy. In 2010, he and Warren Buffett launched the Giving Pledge, promising to give away at least half their wealth. Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people of the 20th century, and he received awards like the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He also published his memoir, Source Code: My Beginnings, in 2025. Early life. William Henry Gates III was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. He was the only son of lawyer William Gates Sr. and Mary Maxwell Gates, and had two sisters. His family had English, German, and Irish roots. Gates was small and often bullied as a child, but his family encouraged competition in games and sports. Their Seattle home was even damaged by a rare tornado when he was 7. School years and first computers. At age 13, Gates joined the private school Lakeside. A donation from the school's Mothers Club gave students access to a computer, and Gates quickly became fascinated by programming. He wrote his first program, a tic-tac-toe game, and spent hours learning coding on different computers, sometimes finding software bugs to get extra computer time. Gates and friends formed the Lakeside Programmers Club and helped local companies fix software. Tragically, his close friend Kent Evans died in a climbing accident, a moment Gates remembered as very sad. Early ventures. At 17, Gates and Allen started Traf-O-Data, a small business making traffic counters. Gates also served as a congressional page and graduated from Lakeside in 1973 with top marks, including a near-perfect SAT score. Harvard and advanced learning. Gates enrolled at Harvard University in 1973, taking advanced math and computer science courses, but he solved a difficult pancake sorting problem that held the record for over 30 years. He also stayed close with Paul Allen, and in 1974, they worked together at Honeywell. Leaving Harvard and founding Microsoft. In 1975, after seeing the Altair 8800, Gates and Allen decided to start their own software company. Gates left Harvard to co-found Microsoft, with his parents supporting his bold decision. He later said, "If things hadn't worked out, I could always go back to school." The start of Microsoft. In January 1975, Bill Gates read about the new Altair 8800 computer in Popular Electronics. Excited, he contacted its maker, MITS, saying he and Paul Allen were building a basic programming language for it. At that point, they hadn't actually written any code yet. They just wanted to see if MITS was interested. After a few weeks, they created an emulator and then the Altair Basic Interpreter. Their demo was a success, and MITS agreed to distribute it. Allen joined MITS, and Gates took a leave from Harvard to work with him. They called their company Microsoft, microcomputer plus software, later dropping the hyphen and officially registering Microsoft in 1976. Their first office was in Albuquerque, and their first employee was high school friend Rick Weiland. Protecting software. Altair Basic became popular, but Gates discovered many users were copying it without paying. In 1976, he wrote an open letter to hobbyists, insisting developers deserved payment. This upset some hobbyists, but Gates believed professional software needed to be paid for. Microsoft became independent from MITS later that year and moved to Bellevue, Washington in 1979. Gates personally reviewed or rewrote almost all the code in Microsoft's first 5 years. As the company grew, he gradually moved into management and executive roles. The IBM deal. In 1980, IBM approached Microsoft to create software for their upcoming IBM PC. IBM first asked for a basic interpreter, but also needed an operating system. Gates referred them to Digital Research, makers of CP/M, but talks failed. Gates then offered 86-DOS, an OS created by Tim Patterson at Seattle Computer Products. Microsoft licensed and adapted it, delivering it to IBM as PC-DOS for $50,000. Although the fee was small, IBM's use of DOS gave Microsoft huge prestige. Gates kept the copyright, knowing other companies would clone IBM PCs. This move made MS-DOS a standard and turned Microsoft into a major industry player. Growing Microsoft. On June 25, 1981, Microsoft restructured in Washington state, making Gates president and chairman, with Allen as vice president and vice chairman. In 1983, Allen left after being diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, ending their formal partnership. Despite past disagreements over equity, Gates and Allen later repaired their friendship and donated millions to their old school, Lakeside. They remained close until Allen's death in 2018. Launching Windows. On November 20, 1985, Microsoft released its first retail version of Windows. It aimed to compete with Apple's Macintosh, which was popular for its easy-to-use graphical interface. In 1986, Microsoft partnered with IBM to develop OS-2, but creative differences ended the collaboration. Windows gradually evolved from DOS, leading to Windows 95, which hid the DOS prompt by default. Later versions, including Windows XP and Windows 8.1, were released as Gates gradually reduced his role in the company. Management style. In Microsoft's early years, Gates was both a hands-on programmer and a manager. He often wrote or reviewed code, but over time he focused more on executive decisions. He liked products that were innovative and practical, even if they weren't the most profitable at first. Gates faced criticism in the late 1990s for business tactics considered anti-competitive, which courts later upheld. Life after Microsoft. Gates stepped down as Microsoft chairman in 2014 to become a technology advisor. helping CEO Satya Nadella and other leaders. Since then, he has focused on philanthropy and global issues. He has spoken publicly about climate change, pandemics, and the potential risks of superintelligent AI, recommending works like Nick Bostrom's Superintelligence. Gates also warned the world was unprepared for a pandemic, which became true in 2019 with COVID-19. He has met with world leaders, advised forums like Bloomberg New Economy, and continued supporting global health initiatives. In 2020, Gates left Microsoft's and Berkshire Hathaway's boards to dedicate himself fully to philanthropy, including climate change, education, and COVID-19 response efforts. His foundation helped accelerate drug and vaccine development, and he frequently collaborated with experts like Dr. Anthony Fauci. Political donations. In October 2024, it was reported that Gates donated $50 million to Future Forward USA Action, a group supporting Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. He didn't explicitly endorse Harris, but said this election is different. Software industry regulation. In 1998, Gates told the U.S. Senate that software industry did not need regulation. During the Federal Trade Commission's investigation of Microsoft, he was reportedly frustrated with suggestions that Microsoft's monopoly powers should be limited. Donald Trump and social media. After Donald Trump was banned from Facebook and Twitter following the January 6 Capitol attack, Gates said a permanent ban would be a shame and could increase political division. He felt removing someone who had many votes, even if not a majority, from platforms forever was too extreme. COVID-19 vaccine patents. During the pandemic, Gates opposed waiving patents for COVID-19 vaccines. He believed that keeping intellectual property with companies would help ensure safe and effective production. Critics argued this slowed access for poorer countries. Gates said the main issues were safety protocols and the difficulty of transferring vaccine production. Cryptocurrencies. Gates has been critical of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. He says they provide no real value, don't help society, and are risky for small investors. Gates does not own any cryptocurrencies himself.